Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Into the Breach. We're gonna do the Marshall District. We have a dam. We're gonna start the mission. And our bonus objectives are to destroy the dam, which we can probably do pretty easily, and block Vec spawning 3 times. We actually did that on the last mission. So now we actually have like a benefit to attempting that. Okay, we have 1 scorpion, so he webs. We have a scion, and we have a hornet. And the objective is to destroy the dam. I'm imagining that we could just stand in the dam and punch it. So I kind of feel like just moving my mech here and then getting ready to punch it. So we'll move that there, and we'll put the tank and the artillery here and here. Just so that I have some options available for me. And we will confirm placement. I could also knock an enemy into the dam to hurt the dam, which we could do right now with the scion. We could kill him very easily. Okay. So I think our first order of business is to kill the scion. But there's something I wanted to check here. Mech repair. Repair 1 damage and remove fire, ice, and acid. I'm assuming that takes up the entire turn. But there's no, like, super information here, you know? Kill an enemy 5 times or more with a dash punch, complete the first corporate island, drown 3 enemies in water in a single battle. We didn't do that? Oh, must have gotten 2. Oh, no, we did the tutorial, that's right. Well, I mean, we could just stand here. If we stand here, we will block an enemy from spawning and take damage, but it will get us closer to the objective. We'll take damage, but we can always just heal if we have a mech repair option. It, doesn't say it costs any resources, it just says, hey, your action could be maybe do a repair. But here's the thing, if I move here, I can kill the scion, just straight up. And I think that's good. I think that's what I want to do because it will do damage to the dam. And in fact, I might just be able to kill the enemies by breaking the dam on this turn, I don't know what the dam will do. Destroy the dam, block spawning 3 times. I don't know what the dam will do. I'm assuming it's gonna flood in 2 straight lines. And if it does, the scorpion's dead instantly. So I kind of feel like just walking up to it and punching him. But I do want to kill this guy by knocking him into a building first. This is an interesting one. We can save the building by using the artillery if we have to, and I don't mind the tank taking 1 hit of damage to test this all out and see what happens. And I don't care that the scion, no, the scion's gonna die. This kills the scion, let's do it. Pushing into objects, when we pushed him into the dam, it did damage to both units, and in this case, the extra damage killed the unit, and it weakened the dam, so we could use the artillery to kill the dam. And then we can, because this hornet, he's doing melee damage, he's not gonna hit anything. The scorpion, I can see if the dam's gonna kill him, and if it doesn't, I can hopefully just kind of walk up behind him and punch him. Because he's either gonna be dead, or I don't know. See, what I worry is that this is gonna create like, on the next turn, this tile is gonna be water. On the next turn, this tile is gonna be water. And it's gonna slowly move itself down. It's not gonna be instant. I want it to be instant. So I kind of feel like maybe I should punch it. Because if I... What I worry is this tile turns into water and I can't hit it. But I guess I can always walk behind him. But if I walk behind him, I'm gonna push him into the building. To be safe, I'm gonna punch the dam to see what happens. Cause either this guy's dead instantly, or I'm gonna have to knock him away from the buildings. So I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna punch the dam. We're gonna see what happens. Someone should tell Archive they've got a new river. So I didn't really, oh no, there it is right there. Mechs cannot use their weapons while standing in water, but we are in water and we can get out of the water next turn. Oh, and we don't get credit for blocking the spawning. Aw, that's silly. That is very silly, but that's okay. I'm actually gonna move the artillery mech back one, because his range doesn't really matter, and I'm just gonna shoot this guy. Do damage so I can kill him next turn. So that worked perfectly. That worked exactly as I expected it to. We don't get credit for blocking the spawn, which is kind of unfortunate. I wish we did. We are gonna have a bit of a problem dealing with the enemies back here. Like if they shoot a long distance shot into a building, we have to basically kill them instantly. But we do have a couple of benefits. We can knock this Firefly into the Vex spawn. We could just take 1 damage. Waterlogged. We'd have to move back to shoot him, but that might be worth it. We gotta kill the mosquito. The artillery can kill the mosquito, so I think the artillery just does that. And we can't knock the Firefly. We could stand here and take 1 hit of damage. That's probably worth it. I want to get the achievement. I want to get the bonus objective, even if it costs me damage, because I can repair that later. So I think I'm gonna move back. I'm gonna shoot him. I think I'm gonna just move here. And I think you're gonna shoot him. And I'm gonna hit repair just to see what happens. Do I get bonus HP? No, it's just not doing anything. Oh no, I have to click on myself. Repair yourself. Turn over, so I can't attack after I repair. I don't know if that used my repair for the mission or anything. We'll find out as we go. Our tank's gonna take damage. Our tank is would be on fire. No, our shots light forest on fire. Their shots don't. Maybe they do. I don't know. Regardless, we blocked 2 of the summoning squares, so you know that's good for us. Gets us closer to the objective. We'll take 2 hits of damage. Your mechs will automatically repair all damage after battle. Oh, good. Good. If a mech is reduced to 0 health, the pilot dies and the mech is disabled for the rest of that combat. So you will never have just like 1 mech for a fight, but you'll lose the experience gain from the pilot as a penalty. This mech is on fire, it will take 1 damage every turn. Mechs can repair status effects, but they cannot attack the same turn that they repair. So I guess I have to move and then repair, or maybe I can repair where I'm standing, I don't know. We'll figure that out. Oh, thank God he attacked the building. Thank God he attacked the building. Oh man, that could have been very bad. So, I mean, the thing is, I gotta get out of the frickin' water so I can actually do something. So what I'm thinking is, we move the artillery, we push the Scorpion into the Vex spawn, and we'll get the achievement. Or not the achievement, but the bonus objective. For the combat mech here, I think we just kind of do a little bit of a hasty retreat, because I worry about him being in a place where I can't help. Like where I can't kill enemies, but I also want to stay close. I could just punch him. I should probably just punch him. Well, I mean, this is gonna be our first move. Our first move basically has to be to knock this guy off of the building and also make it so that he blocks the spawn. That's gotta happen. And then I think we punch the Firefly to make sure it dies. I'm gonna move the tank. Oh, it's still gonna be on fire. So we are gonna have... What happens if we go in water? Does it put out the fire? It does. That is awesome. So we don't need to repair anymore. And we can't repair because because we are in water. So it's actually it's actually beneficial to repair because we get the HP back. Okay, so let's undo the move and then we'll just move here and then we will repair. There we go. So we get the HP bonus. It is good to know that you can just move onto water to put it out, but you can't shoot and you can't reuse the remaining action points. We can't move 1, 2, 3 to douse ourselves and then be in a position where we can fight. It's all or nothing on the moves. But regardless, that was a pretty good turn. We are gonna get the bonus objective and we just need to survive for 1 more turn because victory is in 2 turns. Okay, hopefully our mech doesn't get webbed. He's just being attacked, but I don't really care. I'm gonna kill a lot of you guys on this turn, I think. Oh, this is we're gonna take damage. I don't think there's a way around it. Oh, you know what? There is a way around it. Oh, no, there isn't a way around it. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Huh. Because, man, this is an interesting one. The tank can't shoot in water. The tank can't shoot in water. See, this is what I was worried about earlier, but it's actually coming into play now. The dam is making a natural barrier that the enemies can't cross, but that's not really the difficult part. The difficult part is, how can I get into positions to defend the buildings or my own tanks? I can't. My mech is too far out of position to really protect this building. The artillery can land a shot here in the water, but it's gonna push the Hornet. Is that a Hornet? Yeah, it's gonna push the Hornet into the building, damaging it, and the tank can't actually shoot in the line here. So I'm actually like, what do I do here? Like, cause if I move the artillery, I can knock the Hornet away. If I use the artillery, I can knock the Scorpion away. The tank can't knock anything away. The tank is actually just completely worthless on this fight. Oh no, he's not. The tank can block a shot by just standing in the way of this Firefly, and then we won't lose it. Okay. That still raises the problem, though, that I can't kill the Hornet or the Scorpion. Like, and this guy wasn't a problem anyways. I could just punch him. But I'm gonna lose power on this turn because I can't kill everything. And him hitting this building destroys one building and we lose one power. If you mouse over this guy, you can see it kind of blink. This is an interesting turn. I don't see a way out of this, and it's entirely because I moved my mech away from the building. I can't put my mech here and then punch him into the water, which if I had realized it was that important, I would have done it. Like, I can kill him instantly. I can knock him out of the way, but I can't do them both. Only the artillery can help out in this combat. That's very unfortunate. That knockback, punching the Scorpion into the building, damaging the building, that's not good, but I actually just can't do anything else. We do have a 15% chance of resisting the damage, so that's actually, that's okay. But I'm looking at this and I'm trying to think of a solution, and I don't have one. If I punch the Firefly into this square and use the tank to shoot him into the Scorpion's not going to die from the damage, but I'm still going to take 1 damage from this Firefly shooting the building. Either the combat mech or the cannon mech here, either the mech warrior or the tank, has to block this Firefly, but nothing can block the Scorpion without damaging the building. Bam. He's got 2 HP. Can't kill him. Can't knock anything into him. One, two, three. That doesn't work. Like, at this point, I'm trying to think, can I knock one of my tanks into an enemy with the artillery in order to... It's not working, though. Like, I can't shoot in the water, and that's actually becoming a big problem here. I don't think I can punch in the water either. I'm gonna move. Yeah, waterlogged. I can't punch, so undo the move. Wouldn't have mattered anyways, but... Punch you, you're gonna take 2 damage. If I shoot you, you'll take 1, you'll take 1. And then I can use... the artillery mech to prevent 1 damage. I mean, this is something that I probably should have realized could happen earlier. Again, I moved my mech 1 tile further back than I needed to. If this mech was 1 tile closer to the Scorpion, I could kill the Scorpion just by punching him into the water. But this flyer is such a pain in the ass. And this guy is such a pain in the ass too, because the cannon can't actually hit him. Like, there's nowhere I can stand to hit this guy. I can block a shot, Well, at least we have the bonus objectives. We can get power later, but I wish that I could just kill these guys this turn. Like, I could shoot him. No. Damn. Well, we have to make a decision here. I've spent way too much time thinking about this. So I think what we do is we take out as much damage as we can. Everything's only doing 1 point of damage, so I think we just punch this guy into the water. We use the artillery to knock the scorpion away into the water and put him in the drink. Actually, we can get the achievement, Watery Grave. Water him, get the achievement. We'll take 1 damage on 1 building and then that's it. Okay. If we repair all damage, I might as well do it this way. Just so that I am assured that we can move the tank onto the other side of the water if we need to, if we don't actually get victory in 1 turn, but I think we will get victory in 1 turn. Damage doesn't matter. 89 casualties and power lost, yeah, it's gonna happen. So your city power grid was reduced, your primary goal is to prevent this. Look, I tried, okay? Yeah, I'm sorry. They did it! Well, we partially did it. We saved 911 people, that's pretty good. Okay. We got both of the achievements and we got both of the bonus objectives and we did get the achievement. So we have coins to spend, whatever they are. Yeah, we can spend reputation on supplies at the end of the island. I guess there's like a restock before we go to the next area. We can't look at the main map. Block Vex spawning 3 times, protect the old Earth bar. Or defend the tanks worth 2 stars. Or the storage vaults. So if I do the restoration center, I can get power, but I can also get power if I do the storage vaults. And I'm kind of interested in seeing what the tanks are. So I might just do storage vaults just to see. Oh, we can kind of see them. There's 2 tanks on the map. We've got engineers working on 2 old Earth tanks in this region. They should be up and running shortly after you arrive. So maybe we can use those as additional units in combat, or maybe we just have to protect them, or maybe they'll be active after a couple of turns. I don't know. Basically, it's just protect these things as well. What's the other one look like? This region still has pristine ancient roads and topiary design. Do not let the Vec surface. They'll wreak havoc on it. I don't like the layout of this because, you know, similar to the mission we just had with us creating the water, you know, if the enemy is attacking the building in the center, and my tank is on the other side, I can't get the tank in range. I can't get the combat mech in range. The only thing that can get in range is the artillery, but the artillery might be busy with something else. At least with this, you know, the tank has a nice line of fire down the exact middle of the map. This might be an easier mission. So I'm gonna do this one. This is Scion, a Scorpion, and a Firefly. I imagine the Scorpion's gonna attack these buildings. What are these tanks? They have 1 HP. Can I look at them? Not powered. Units without power are inactive and cannot move or attack. Okay, so we have to wait to power up the tanks, theoretically. But he does have a stock cannon that doesn't do any damage, but it does push an enemy around. Okay, that's interesting. Well, we want to... This isn't a wall or anything. People can move through the forest tile, but we want to get as close as we can to the enemy. I think we want to go like here, here, here. Pod coming in hot. Region first, pod recovery second. Protect the time pod. This pod contains equipment from the future. You can collect it with your mech or just defend it until the battle is over. Defend it. So maybe an enemy will try to attack it? Interesting. Okay. So we have some enemies theoretically spawning. I can't knock the Scorpion into this Vex spawn because he'll still attack the building. And I can't knock this guy as either, because if I knock him into the rock, he's just gonna bounce off of the rock, won't he? So I kind of actually have to hit the mountain tile with artillery to push him away from his line of fire on the building here. But this is going to be a tough mission. I can already tell. Now, we can take damage. That's something that I haven't really been considering all that much, but we can take damage. It might be in the best interest for us to take damage. So I'm thinking we walk over here, we punch this guy to kill him instantly. You know, reduce the health of all enemies by 1. What did I just press? A. Oh right, ASD are actually your units. And then 1, 2, and 3, or 1 and 2, I guess, are your attacks. You might not have 3 attacks. Protect the time pod. Okay, well. Oh wait, isn't there like island challenges? Without taking mech damage, repair damage is still damage. Finish a corporate island without taking building damage. Without taking. Oh, well, I mean, we'll get those eventually. There was something here about time pods, wasn't there? Finish 3 corporate islands and destroy every time pod discovered. Destroy? Why would I want to do that? Destroy. How do you destroy it? Destroyed if damaged or trampled by the enemy. I mean, that's annoying that they can trample it, but I guess I have to stand on it to protect it. Which actually isn't that bad. We can put the artillery mech on that spot and then shoot the Firefly onto this tile so he's not damaging anything. And then, but if I move my tank there, he's gonna get hit by the Firefly. This is an interesting one. I think we gotta kill the Scion though. We gotta reduce everything's HP. And honestly, I might just let the cannon take 1 hit. You know, we're not doing these achievements anymore, but we're also just, we don't need to. We can take damage. But I want to kill the Scion as quickly as possible, and I want to knock him off of the building, and I want to knock him off of the building. So I think we just have to do that. We can do a little bit of damage to the Scorpion, but we can't do damage to the Firefly, and I think that's okay. I think that's okay. So we're gonna punch the Scion, reduce the HP of everything. He got a promotion. Did he get that now? Skills, +1 mech reactor. Oh, we can actually give him like +1 damage or something. Well, if we can afford it anyways. You are gonna move here. You're gonna fire at this guy. You are gonna move here. Recovered the pod. Oh, so we actually don't need to stay on the tile. That's okay. And we're gonna shoot this to move him. He's gonna shoot our tank, but our tank can take 1 hit. We only have to survive for 4 turns, you know? HP is a resource in this type of game. I do worry about getting webbed by the Scorpion, but I don't think he can really move around all that much. It's got me! Well, we're gonna punch the shit out of that guy anyways, it doesn't matter. We got 2 more things spawning. Please tell me we get tanks. We do not have any tanks. Why do I not have tanks? This actually is very annoying because we're gonna take more damage. And there's nothing I can do about it. I can't do enough damage to prevent anything. I am under attack in 4 different directions. You know, I can. Because I can move the tank to get him away from this damage from the Hornet. So I actually can make this work. Yeah. Okay, so I think what we're gonna have to do to start with is just punch this guy to kill him. Don't destroy the tank when you walk by it. Eat that, Vec. I think we move our tank back a little bit in order to launch the Scorpion onto, or not the Scorpion, but the Firefly onto the spawner. And then we can just use the artillery mech to push this Hornet away. I think that's what's gonna have to happen. And then we can punch this, we can hit him with anything next turn to kill him. These Hornets are gonna be really annoying. But, you know, we can't really do a lot of damage to them on this turn. Our big damage dealer is the combat tank. Everything else just does 1 point of damage. It's not that much. Yeah, I want to knock him onto the spawner and save the building. And honestly, I'm gonna leave the artillery mech here. That seems like a pretty good idea. Like if a whatchamacallit, if a Scorpion spawns and tries to get the artillery, well, I'm just gonna punch him. So, you know, there's that. I don't really like the tank being in that particular spot, but we can't, like, undo our moves. Yeah, I'd prefer the tank to be here. Why? Because technically, no, we should still be able to do this. If a scorpion spawns there, moves here, webs my tank, I can't punch him because I'll destroy the old tank, but I could just move the artillery mech over here and then pop him into the drink. So I think we're actually fine. We haven't shot yet. We have to shoot. This is gonna move my tank, which I actually really do not like, but it has to happen. So we're gonna do it. We have to save the buildings whenever possible. So. So he'll take 1 point of damage. We can kill him very easily. You are not a problem. Oh, this is really good. Damn, this is actually not really good. This is exactly what I was worried about. Tanks are active. Hope they did the proper safety checks. The tanks are active, which means we can push this guy. Oh, thank Christ. Because this Hornet up here, who's in the corner, I can't get up to him and punch him, even if I wasn't in web. I could if I had that dash move. That would be really nice to get. But yeah, our artillery has to protect our combat mech. But we actually can do this. So we can move 4 and we can push an enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's actually really good movement. That's a really good movement allowance. This should be a relatively easy turn. We push the mech, or we push the Hornet back. We keep the tank back in case the Hornet tries to attack the rear side of the buildings. We can knock him off of them. Actually, we won't be able to do that. If the Hornet attacks this building, the tank can't prevent the damage because he'll just push him back and attack this building. So I think we want to move the tank up a little bit, like here. Yeah, we want to move the tank here. Attack the Hornet, push him back. Defend the damaged tanks. Is there any other achievements we can do? Dash punch, complete the first corporate mission, and then this is just stuff that happens. Moving the tank also means I can attack the Scorpion. Oh, and we can just push these guys onto the spawning pits. Oh, that is brilliant. So we push you. We're gonna move the tank. Oh, the tank actually still has line of sight where they are standing right now. I mean, we don't. I don't know. We gotta punch you. Get away from me, you bitch! Just taking a moment to think. Is this actually what I want to do? Yes, this is. This is. Is it? Yeah. 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 Why? Because I mean, we can always just move the tank here and knock him. Which we probably should do. Just knock him into the pit. I kind of want to keep the tank here towards the middle, though. If we look at the attack order, we know that the enemy is going to fire before the enemies emerge, so I can't like move the tank here to knock the Firefly onto the spawning pit. I actually do have to either kill the Firefly or knock him back with something like an artillery shot. The artillery can survive one shot anyways. We're done in one turn. I'd rather not be in that situation where it's necessary that the artillery has to survive a shot, but you know, it might have to happen. But we could also just push the Hornet into the spawn. I could also push the Firefly and then shoot the Hornet, and it would kill them both in one shot. How does that benefit me? I mean, 2 enemies will spawn next turn, but there will be 2 enemies and this Hornet, and we can knock the Hornet off with the tank, or this tank, our tank, or the old tank, archive tank. This is a very interesting turn. I think that we should just kill him. You know, we have our combat mech. We can punch something if we have to. We don't even need to kill this Scorpion. We can just leave him if we really want to. I gotta kill the Firefly. I mean, I don't have to, but I want to. As much as I think it might be cool to just kind of knock him into the spawning. But the thing is, if I knock him into the spawn... I know I keep like going around the same thing over and over again. If I knock him into the spawning pit, it actually kills 2 units because we're done after the next turn and it prevents the enemy from spawning and it kills him. That's really good. That's really good. So I'm gonna let the artillery take a hit. We're gonna move our tank here and we're gonna fire a shot. We're gonna move this tank here. We're gonna fire a shot. We're gonna fire the artillery. If I do this, the combat mech's gonna take a hit. But honestly, what do I care? You know, what do I care? He's got enough HP to survive it. I could just kill him, but again, I think it's more important to stop 2 enemies from spawning next turn. So yeah, the artillery is gonna shoot. Can't shoot adjacent. Oh, that's fine, we can just move back 1. Our combat mech's gonna take 1 hit. Whatever. These 2 enemies will both die. I'm still in the fight, but my artillery mech can't take much more. Yeah, we got it, we got it. You're dead. You're dead. I'm just gonna hit you again with the tank, and I'm gonna punch you with my combat mech. So this is pretty easy. In fact, we actually might even be able to kill this guy. Might as well for more experience, right? I got one! Yeah, good job. Excuse me, hello? There we go. And, I mean, just leave yourself in the center. Guard the flank. So we took some hits. I mean, we took literally 1 hit on everyone, but it worked fine. The VEC has been put down, and old Earth technology is up and kicking. Couldn't have hoped for better. Pod recovered, open door. Pod contents, reactor core. Reactor cores are used to upgrade your mechs between missions, so that? Yes, that. We also got a mech reactor upgrade from our super pilot. He is the only one who each core will increase a maximum reactor power by 1. Can I uninstall them? I can undo, but can I uninstall? It doesn't say uninstall, it says undo, so this makes me think that this is permanent. He does have 1 extra power for free, and if I give him another power, I can get the dash attack, which seems really nice, because this is the only guy that doesn't have a ranged attack, and getting a ranged attack on him would be really good. That would be really, really, really good. And we can always test mech. What does this guy get? +1 weapon damage for 2 power. We don't have 2 power on him, we only have 1 power. We can give him more health or bonus move. We can give him buildings immune, which is nice, and it would help in certain situations which we've had. Like with buildings immune, maybe we would have been able to get out of that situation where we took 1 hit on our power grid, you know? But I'm looking at this and I think dash is what we want. That just seems like such a good ability. So let's get it. Click on a mod to power it. You can always click again to move the power you want elsewhere. So we give him dash. That should even the odds. And we can test our mech. So, I'm gonna... I mean, this is a bad... Oh, I'm done testing. Test the mech. Yeah, there we go. So if I'm standing here and it's like... No, that was a bad move. Hold on. Test the mech. There we go. This is much better. It's like, oh, I can't get in range to hit anything. Oh, no. Well... Boom. You know, we can just position ourselves wherever the hell we want and just go... This seems really good. It moves the mech, but honestly, he does so much damage and he has 3 health. That's like not bad. We have to take dash. That is such a good ability. So... Undo. Oh, you totally can just permanently undo it, I think. Undo recent core installations. Maybe it'll lock in when I go to the next mission or something. Either way, I think dash is going to make this guy much more viable because he can position himself to knock an enemy off of a building much more easily and still do a lot of damage. I like it. I like it. So, it's about half an hour, so I'm going to cut the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more, and I hope to see you here again for the next mission in Into the Breach.